Hello friends, it's time for yet another episode of Namaste Tokyo. We are gearing up for the Tokyo Olympics 2020-2021. The first segment, India in Tokyo. Today in India in Tokyo, we look at boxing. 2008 was the first time India won a medal in boxing, a bronze brought home by Vijender Singh, who later turned professional. And in 2012, one of my favorites, my personal favorites, Mary Kom won a medal as well. So we have a total of 2 medals in boxing. So what's in store for us in Tokyo this time? Well, we have a very good contingent. They're pretty hopeful, pretty confident, pretty optimistic. And who leads the pack? None other than the 38-year-old Mary Kom. And she knows that it's her last chance to win a medal. So she is quite confident of winning a medal for India. And then we have Amit Pangal. In the 52 kg category is seeded second. And then we have another seeded boxer in Simranjit Kaur. It's a good team, and let's see. And they don't have to punch above the weights, they only have to punch to their weights to win a medal. Maybe we're expecting more medals than one. Let's see how it goes. Let's wish them all the very best. It's time to meet the champion. Let's go across and meet the champion. So joining me today on Namaste Tokyo is the one and only Vijender Singh, the pinner boy, the first Indian to win an Olympic boxing medal for us back in 2008 Beijing. Vijender, thank you so much for joining and warm welcome to Namaste Tokyo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So how are you doing? COVID के time पे आप क्या कर रहे हैं आजकल?
Everything all right, sir. Very much at home and busy with the 2 kids.
Okay.
And I'm in Delhi, and yeah, there's a lot of things I'm busy with that, and there's besides that boxing also.
Okay.
I am very much busy with the family and the sports and a lot of other stuff, you know.
Right. So now you are synonymous with boxing. अगर boxing के बात करें तो इंडिया में first is Vijender Singh, second is Vijender Singh. Obviously, in men, so we have Mary Kom on the other side as well. लेकिन आपका जो initial days है, when you started, it was really a struggle, isn't it? So मैंने पढ़ा था कि आप boxing इसलिए किया कि आपको पैसा चाहिए था और there was सच है कि आप boxing इसलिए शुरू किया था उस time पे?
No. Sir, this time, when I started, that time, I don't know what is money is, like, you know, what money is.
Okay.
So I don't know that. But I started because I need a government job. You know, एक गांव वाले की सबसे बड़ी hurdle क्या होता है कि उसकी his height should be 5'7" से ऊपर होनी चाहिए. Because when you go for that army की trials के लिए, your height should be like 5.7 or 8, something like that. So that's the biggest struggle for जो who belong to the village, जो गांव से belong करते हैं उनके लिए.
Right.
और I started because I thought कि I got somewhere, you know, एक job मिल जाएगी छोटी सी मेरी भी शादी हो जाएगी, मैं भी खुश रहूँगा. That's how I started. But when you enter that thing, so that time no कि like there is no limit. Whatever you want to do it, you can do it. So then you get to know कि यार state level के बाद national level होता है, फिर interest level होता है, फिर Asian Games, फिर Commonwealth Games, फिर Olympics भी होता है. Then how I started, sir. So I started because I need a one government job. That's it.
So आपका बड़े भाई वो आर्मी में है, so उन्होंने बहुत मदद किया था आपको उस टाइम पे.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of person who helped me. Like my especially my dad, he helped me a lot, sir. Because when I started, sir, मेरे को बहुत सारी defeat मिली, बहुत बारी, you know, I lost in first round, first round, फिर sir 3-4 बार मैं बहुत बुरी तरह हार के आया, sir. So my father always, there, and he always supported me. कोई नहीं, अगली बार जीत जाएगा, कोई नहीं, अगली बार जीत जाएगा. So I still remember that. जब भी मैं, because हमारा इतना बड़ा घर नहीं था, मैं दिल्ली में रह रहा हूँ, sir. लेकिन I still remember that कि 2 कमरों का मेरा घर होता था और you know that's the old memories, you know. But my father, I think he supported me. My friend, my sparring partner, they support me for this achievement. I can say that, sir.
So let's come to the glory moment for you, which was 2008. But before that, you come from a family which was okay, but not very rich. Your father was a bus driver, and your brother got into the army later. At that point, when you started boxing, did you ever feel that you're going to become the champion that you became later? So what was
No,
your
no, sir.
ambition, level of ambition then, us time pe?
My first aim was to be get a job, that my future should be secure. That's the only main motive, like when I started. So, like, in 2003, I got a national champion, right? In
Right.
Bangalore, I got a best boxer. Then I applied for this thing, railway TT, but I couldn't get it that one. Then after that, I play for 2004 Olympics. Then I again
Right.
apply for that railway. In
Right.
2005, sir, I become a senior TT in NWR railway, and
Okay.
I was there almost 2 years. Yes, sir.
Right.
So that's my beginning that time, I can say that. Then I joined Haryana Police as inspector. Then I got a bronze medal. Then I become a DSP in Haryana Police.
Right.
But that's how I started. That's the only thing, sir.
So let's talk about 2008 Beijing. उस टाइम पे उस दिन में आपने सुबह उठा और आपको कब लगा कि आप एक मेडल जीत सकते हैं? When did you first feel that yes, I'm in with a real good chance? Round of 32, round of 16, your progress was such. So when did
Sir,
you
I
feel
believe
that?
in science, sir. Like I believe in science. That time, I was in 2007 or 8 to that time. I like my that qualify is like most difficult part for that Olympic. First in 2004 I qualified in Pakistan. In 2008 the last Olympic was in Kazakhstan, I guess, and I was like on the game silver medalist, Asian game bronze medalist. So everybody watching me what he doing, and he's not selected yet because there's two qualify already over, and there's a last chance if I get it or not. So that was the most difficult part, and that's how I in the last last qualify I got that qualify. I got a gold medal, and then I reached Beijing, sir, and that's the when I qualify after that, my performance was going like this. So I beat a lot of guys there. Bing, like three boxer, I beat them. And that Kazakh boy, so that Thailand boy, he beat me almost a month before in that Chinese Taipei, but I
Right.
beat him again in Olympics. So that's
Olympics.
just my performance is going up. Yeah.
So what was the moment that the feeling like when you're standing on the podium, you have the medal around your neck, the national anthem being played? How was it? I mean, tell me about that feeling that you got.
uh, Not that time, sir. I think the feeling that time I don't. You think like okay, you did something because there's like I lost in that quarterfinal. That podium is everything all right, but when you win that quarterfinal, that was the moment, sir. The real
Right.
moment. Yes, I'm in the semi-final. I got this, and I did it. So that
Right.
was the moment. After that, so you going for a semi-final, you lost match. There's like 2 or 3 days later, there's a medal ceremony.
Viewers, probably a lot of the viewers would know that Vijender's case, it was actually a jab for a job. He wanted a job and therefore he took to boxing and became the champion that he became. And now, 2015, you became a professional boxer, which meant that in 2016 you would miss out on the Rio Olympic. आपके लिए वो decision कितना मुश्किल था?
Sometimes I regret that, so I should turn pro earlier, because when you entered, so because there's a lot of this thing, like when you go into that international level, because all professional boxer you like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd, or Mike Tyson, Muhammad, they all professional boxers. There is no limit, sir. There is a proper hardcore boxing, like blood, sweat, everything is there. So
Right.
sometimes I think like I should turn after 2008. But there's a line in Punjabi, "Rab jo karda changai karda." So when I turned pro, so that's all right, sir. I'm happy. And last fight we lost, but it's all right. It's part of the game. Sometimes we win, sometimes you learn. So but I'm happy with my decision. Yeah.
Vijender, we'll have a bit of fun. मेरे अंदर एक कंपल्सिव क्विजर है, तो आपसे मैं 3 सवाल एक रैपिड फायर राउंड में पूछना चाहूंगा. So viewers,
Definitely,
it's
sir.
going to be a rapid fire 3 questions. We have 15 seconds in total. Each question 5 seconds each. Now, let's see. It is about you and your Olympics. 2008 Beijing Olympics. Whom did you beat in the first round of 32? आपको याद है किसको आपने हराया था?
Zambia or something like that. The country name, I think. I
I'll
always
give
I never remember any name, boxer's name. I simply their country name. That's it. I think Zambia is my first fight. I guess if I'm not wrong.
It was
Zambia.
Badu Jack, who's a Gambian. He's from Gambia. So
Yeah,
I'll give you
Gambia.
50,
Yeah,
50
Zambia.
marks for that.
Yeah.
Very good. Second question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beijing में जो venue था boxing का, आपको जो venue का नाम याद है? You remember the venue
No, sir.
where
No,
the boxing?
no.
Okay, it is
No.
Workers Indoor Arena. ठीक है.
I have no, sir. My thing is like my job is to go there and just do boxing. That's it. I never this thing remember that the city name, place name, opponent name. No, it's all about boxing. Go into the ring, just beat that guy, come out, and you got a medal. Oh, that's balle balle. Come in India, celebrate that one.
And one final question.
Yes, sir.
Which was the date? What was the date? Do you remember the date? आपको date याद है?
I think 23, sir, when I got Olympic medal. I think if I'm not wrong, 21 or 23, I think something like that.
It is 20th of August. कोई बात नहीं, 20th of August, कोई बात नहीं. So it was good, well done. So give me a punch, Virendra. Thank God it's a virtual interview, so I don't have to take the punch on me. So,
no, but sir, I'm in training, so you can see my knuckles.
Oh yeah, I
so
see
I'm
that.
doing
I
it
see
right
that.
now.
I see that. Okay.
So I'm still doing it. Yeah.
And let's get to two things I want to ask you before I let you go. One is boxing, the scenario of boxing in India. You have always been very vocal about boxing having to get a place which it deserves. आपके मेडल जीतने के बाद भी इंडिया में इतना कुछ बदलाव नहीं आया है बॉक्सिंग के. आपका क्या राय है अभी?
Sir, it's take time, sir, because because there's a lot of psychological fact, like people like it, but whenever I do like professional boxing, whether it's in Delhi, Mumbai, everybody come and support me, sir. Like if you seen my Delhi fight, there's everybody come to see my fight, whether it's a Rahul Gandhi, whether it's a BJP, everyone come to see my fight. It's in Mumbai fight, Amitabh Bachchan was there, Amar Singh was there, Vinny Chen was there. Everybody was there to see my fight. It's not like that, sir. But if you are keep winning, people remember you. But if you are a little bit going down, or like if you're not performing well, so of course, like nobody knows you, sir.
So along with boxing, you have also been walking the ramp quite a bit. You have been a model. So you have any movie plans going forward for your looks and your popularity?
Sir, yesterday I got yes, sir. Yesterday I got one offer, like TV serial offer, but I simply rejected. Like it takes too much time, so I don't really like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a little later you'll consider that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why not? Why not? Yeah.
So what do you think about the current crop of boxers that we have who are going to Tokyo? So obviously Mary Kom is the most experienced.
Like Mary Kom, most experienced, sir, and there's a lot of other guys like Vikas Krishnan, Amit Pangal. So there's a lot of bunch of good boxer, I can say that. And I hope, because there's like 8 or 9 boxers right now, they are going for that Olympics, and I hope they will come up with the medal. Yeah. So because they have really good experience and they have like brilliant performance. So I think they will come up with the medal. Yeah.
So Vijender, finally, what's the message that you have to give to boxers in particular and the Indian contingent in general? It's tough time. Abhi mushkil samay hai hamare liye. So what is the message that you want to give out to the
I want to say one thing clearly, because that's all my experience. Like when I got that Olympic medal in 2008, sir, after that I win that quarterfinal, I went like my phone started ringing because I got a medalist, sir. So my phone started ringing, media were calling me, I'm going here, there. When you into that competition, just switch off your phone. That's it. Don't post too much on that social media or anything. Don't do that. Just when you're in the war, when you're in the competition, so win that one and just come out, and that time whatever you want to do it. That's all experience, because I seen that, because I waste a lot of energy in that kind of thing that time. So but don't do it that that's my advice to them.
And that's the message from the champion. Just switch off from everything, focus on your task, and you will punch like Vijender. One last punch, Vijender. Thank you so much for talking to me on Namaste Tokyo, and wish you all the very best for greater success.
Thank you, Sreeduth Bhaiya. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, and please stay away from Corona. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You too. Take care.
Just as great. Henry Rebelo. It's not a name which too many would be familiar with. Well, it dates back to 1948 London Olympics. A triple jumper by the name Henry Rebello was a talking point then, even before the event started, because without any formal training, without any coach, without any trainer, he had cleared the 15-meter mark in triple jump. He didn't enter the event as a favorite, but as the event started, as it got underway, he did. A lot of greats, former greats in the field had actually given him a good chance, and he was in with a chance. But what happened as the event progressed? There had to be a break of 30 minutes owing to a medal ceremony. And to protect himself in the weather of London, he had to put his tracksuit back. And once the event resumed after 30 minutes, trust me, poor Rebello didn't know that he had to warm up before resuming. So without any warm up, he started to run in, pulled a muscle, and he had to be taken away on a stretcher. India was a different country then, and sports was a different thing. Now, there's no comparison between the kind of scientific approach to sport today and what it was then. Just a contrast, but that still remains one of the near misses and just as great.